What you'll notice is what we are known for is our beautiful maple flag canopy, beautiful maple in the middle. Canopy, what we call American peat. They're a little different than what the Gold Knights use, especially because of its size. And these ones are slightly smaller and are made for what we call crew. So right now you have two formations that are getting closer and closer together. They're establishing communication, so they get docked together. And if you look slightly to your right, if you look back, you'll see one formation is slightly lower in altitude than the other one, into what we call the biplane formation. And this biplane formation is just like a World War I aircraft. There's two planes, one beside the other one, two wings right beside the other one, and then now they've gone to a side-by-side formation. I also highlight, ladies and gentlemen, that any and all of these formations and everything that you will see today, there's absolutely no straps or strings or anything of this sort. It is sheer strengths of legs and arms that are forming these formations. This is what we call the side-by-side formation. The two jumpers are looking at each other right now, and have now gone into a pinwheel formation, with one jumper going completely upside down, going to the other side of the jumper. Now we've gone back into a side-by-side formation. As I was saying earlier, these formations are held by the strength of the legs. So we need really good abs and very good legs to do these formations. You can see how they can swiftly turn around, go into the direction that they wish to go. And we've gone to a barrel roll, ladies and gentlemen, at 40 miles an hour down towards the ground. We're now getting back together as a side-by-side formation, doing carving knife turns, getting themselves, increasing their speed, as you will see right now. They're slightly increasing their speed by pulling on their front risers. We have a lot of winds today, so when they have wind tail, increases their speed very tremendously. When they have the wind in their nose, you'll see that they almost know they're not moving at all. So now they're increasing their speed, going towards the drop zone. And they're bringing it down to a downplane formation, ladies and gentlemen, very, very low to the ground. They're about 300 feet up in the air, and they're very increasing their speed, and they've now broken off. Please, gentlemen, give a good round of applause for our first parabatic team, Captain Sean French from Buckingham, Quebec, and Corporal Nierko Crew from Fermont, Quebec. Now we'll redirect your attention again to show center, where you'll see a triplane formation, and just like the biplane formation, this is a triplane formation. Now the bottom jumper is activated to smoke. And what's going on at the bottom of the formation, ladies and gentlemen? Completely upside down, ladies and gentlemen. The jumper is completely upside down. Your eyes are not deceiving you. The jumper is completely upside down. The pilot has now exited the formation and gone to a downplane formation, increasing your speed at 40 miles an hour, twirling down the sky towards the ground. And very, very low, with holding these formations really well. Ladies and gentlemen, give a good round of applause for the 3-stack drag, Sergeant Don Buchan from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Corporal Stéphane d'Aragon from Montréal, Quebec, and Corporal Guillaume Durand from Saint-Jean, Quebec. Now you will see our last jumpers in the air right now, the first pass. He's pulling on his front risers and increasing his speed. Slightly decreasing his speed right now because of the wind that is going directly at them. And now he's pulling down and doing a perfect skyhawk landing. Other formation coming down. Now you'll see a free faller coming down the sky. These free faller can reach speed of 120 miles an hour going down the terminal velocity within 20 seconds of exiting the aircraft. However, if a free fall jumper decides that he wants to increase his speed, he can dive directly towards the ground at speed reaching 200 miles an hour. These men can be machined sometimes at 200 miles an hour going directly to the ground. So what you are seeing right now is one Skyhawk by himself trailing smoke, and then 3 Skyhawk is slightly higher, They're getting closer together, and they've now docked into a biplane formation. And our lone Skyhawk on the show center is now making the candy cane formation. The Skyhawk candy cane, ladies and gentlemen. Let's count how many Skyhawk candy canes you can make. This is 6, and this is 7, and this is 8, and this is 9, and this is 10, and 11, and that's 12. That's 12 candy cane, ladies and gentlemen. 12 candy cane as you spiraling towards the ground, 40 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, give a good round of applause for candy cane maker for the day, which is Master Pro Daryl Smith, Daryl Bishop from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Shitty. I will redirect your attention again to show center slightly behind us, right over the crowd. You will see our last pass for today, our last 3 Skyhawks. To a triplane formation. The triplane formation is the building block for all the formations that you saw today. The top person at the formation is what we call the pilot of formation. They've now made into a Canadian T, the world famous Canadian T. You're seeing right now. Now gone into, now switched side to Canadian T. I was saying earlier, the top 2 people in the formation. Now gone into a downplane formation, going down the sky at 40 miles an hour. Doing some barrel rolls, and they're holding it very, very long. You can imagine these formations are really, really hard for the legs, as the 2 canopies are trying to get away from each other, but they have to hold themselves together. They're very low, and they've now broken off the formation, and they're getting themselves ready for landing. Please get a good round of applause for our last group going on the ground. Is Sergeant Jeff Wibbs from Peterborough, Ontario, Warrant Officer John Ferguson from Leamington, Ontario, and Corporal Sébastien Pinard from Nicolette, Quebec. Our last Skyhawks are on the ground, and we'll remove the parachute and join the rest of the team in preparation for the Skyhawk saluting line. Following the saluting line, the team will be moving into the crowd to pack their parachutes, meet the public, and give out Skyhawk stickers and sign autographs. Please feel free to approach the team members and ask any questions, or simply just to say hello. Each of us will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. One important thing, however, please be careful not to walk on a parachute, as they are very fragile, and for obvious reason, we like to keep our equipment in top condition. As well, please do not smoke in the vicinity of our parachute, as hot ash will melt parachute fabric.